says. But let's see. Let's see. It's been a while since I've done this. It said it was streaming last time, but okay. It looks like it's streaming now. Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know why it says connect your encoder to go live, but it looks like it is going live. Okay, there we go. Alright. It's been a long time since I've streamed, like 5 months, so bear with me. So, this is different. I'm not playing Wild Arms, as you can see. Hopefully you can see it. Playing my favorite RPG on the PS1. But if you look at the title, this should be randomized. So I ran this ISO through a randomizer, and I believe it randomized some items, some chests, and also some random encounters as well. Hopefully you can see that I moved my setup to a TV monitor, so I hope the aspect ratio is okay on your end. But I do need to get the chat popped out, so let me go ahead and pop that out. And we're gonna go back to Retro Arch. I don't think anyone's gonna pop in because I said I was going live tonight. I didn't have a specific time. I found this randomizer the other day, and I was thinking, I wonder if anyone's ever gonna make a randomizer for my favorite RPG of all time. And it happened. So we're gonna play this. Like I said, I have the randomizer link in the description below. The guy who is making the disassembly of the game made the randomizer, so that's pretty cool. Though the 5 healing leaves that you get at the beginning of the game, you should not pay attention to the seed that it generates, because it shows you the items that you're gonna get. And my wife is watching. Hi, wifey. But I don't. But yeah, randomizer is in the description below. And like I said, those 5 healing leaves, if you pay attention, it'll tell you what items it generates, so that kind of stinks. I didn't pay attention to what it generated. I didn't want to be spoiled. So before... oh. No, that's not the right button. So before I do anything, anytime I play this game, I always put the field move to run. That's just what I do. I also cannot see chat, so let me move the window. Hopefully it didn't mess up. Because like I said, I'm on a big monitor. Do I be mean? Am I gonna be nice? Yeah, I'll be nice. Sometimes I'm mean to her. Yeah, I'll be nice this time. I'll be nice to Mai. Although I don't ship them. I ship Vaughn with Noah. And I always pick that option at the end of the game. Spoilers, sorry wife, I know you wanted to play this, but... oops. This guy, if you decide to go with Noah, he ends up with Mai. There's no one here but old people and kids. It's so boring here. Pathetic man. Yeah, I'll listen to you, I guess. You know what? I don't even need to, like, talk to these NPCs, so we're just gonna leave. I just need to progress the story because I want to see what items it generated and what enemies I'm gonna run into. Like I said, I haven't used this. This is the first time I used this randomizer. I don't know if it even 100% works. Well, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. But I think I kind of already spoiled this game for you anyway, so... Maya, are you in love with my brother? Gotta love old school RPGs on the PlayStation. I know there's a guy making a remaster of this that looks fantastic. It's just one guy, too, and he's doing a great job. She's gotta measure him, and, you know, all this stuff's the same, obviously. The guy that made this, I think he's gonna try to randomize, like, the voices, the characters in battle, so that'll be funny. Huh. So, that didn't get randomized. Maybe I didn't randomize the chest, I don't remember. I ran the game through the randomizer, a couple days ago. I think on Wednesday night, so I honestly don't remember what settings I picked. But there are a few settings, he still needs to add some more. I don't know if this item's randomized, if he's getting healing. If it said healing, maybe I didn't randomize that, maybe I just randomized the enemies. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta turn that off. We'll just hit auto. I usually have it on just command. Oh, okay, it did randomize it. So we got a Fury Boost, we got 3 of those. We have the Healing Fruits, which were really good for the beginning of the game. We have Healing Leaves. We have a Life Wire, we got 4 of those, that's good. We got 5 Doors of Light, that's good too, at the beginning, but especially the Healing Fruit, Fury Boosts. I never use these items, they're kind of like the, vitamins that you can only use in battle in Pokemon, but that's hilarious. I'm just gonna pick the normal Healing Leaf as we would have gotten. So I'm saying it's healing. Those are good. That's the funny thing about randomizing. You end up with OP items at the beginning of the game. I know I'm gonna have to look up the art for this, because I don't know them by heart. I know that one by heart, and Slash Kick, because that was my favorite one. But I'm gonna have to look up an art list. When I was a kid, I didn't have the internet, but my friends did, my cousins did, my grandma did. So, at my friend's house, I printed off cheat codes for this game from cheatplanet.com. And I had those cheats for a while. But I don't have them anymore, obviously. And Cheat Planet, I'm sure, is offline, but you can probably go on the archive.org, the Wayback Machine, to see it. But that list, because someone out there posted a list of all the arts on Cheat Planet, and when I was a kid, that was a lifesaver. I didn't have a strategy guide, I didn't have the internet, I didn't have a computer. Oh man. Fun fact, his name is Juno. You can still get dial-up service from Juno. Well, her father is dead. You gotta like the fact that you know that he's dead because he's super pale compared to everyone else. And then you got this sad music playing. There's no use. It's no no use. He's dead. Sorry. It's not a JRPG without, you know, something tragic happening. Also, fun fact, this game has my favorite video game track of all time, and I uploaded it to my channel back like a few months after I created this channel, so it's almost like 18 years old now. If you know, you know. It's Quartz Battle Theme, the first one. That's all I'm gonna say. Yep, but too late. Okay. Yes, he promised. I'm sorry, but he can't do that now. Yes. Imagine that going out and hunting kills a person. Who would have thought? In a world full of monsters. He tried his best, but he failed. So now we just gotta go back to our house. I can't wait to see the randomized monsters. I don't know how it works. I didn't really read it much. Yeah, I gotta be nice to her, I guess. Sure. It's nap time for Vaughn. Oh, snap. What is that, Titans? Do we have Titans attacking the city? Or village? What the heck is going on? All old people out and about. They're up way past their bedtime. I like how we got the village elder. He's super old. He's got a gray beard. Quite impressive. Look how many puny humans survive. Who is it? Dun, dun, dun. Pathetic humans. Oh yeah, you don't know the backstory of this game. So basically, there's this thing called the Mist, and in their world, there's these creatures called Siru, and the Mist basically makes them go insane and start attacking people because they were used as tools. See, humans, now is the time to accept the Mist. And I guess, I don't know if you pronounce his name as Zeto or Zito. I always pronounced it as Zeto. And we got this awesome Siru right here. Super cool. I was blown away by those graphics as a kid. So I got this game when I was 10. And yeah, this is my favorite RPG on PlayStation. It is super underrated. Final Fantasy VIII kind of overshadowed it, which I still need to finish 8. I started that off camera. Save yourselves by accepting the serenity of the Mist without resistance. See, these enemies gonna be different. Oh boy. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That's hilarious. Does that mean every Gimmer is gonna be the Queen Bee? And if that's the case... Oh, I guess I could have hit continue. I did save. if that's the case, does that mean I'll always, always get knocked out immediately? I totally forgot that it's spawning every single, like, enemy type that appears in Room L. Queen Bee and her little bees. They're not even bees, they're wasps. They're hidden enemies that you unlock after you, I believe you do that, I think it's, I don't know if it's after you defeat Zeto, or if it's just after you make it to Byron Monastery, I forget. I'm gonna have to reset. Or I guess I can load from here. Because immediately, I might have to actually create a new ROM. Because if it overwritten all Gimmerds with that enemy, there's no way I can beat it. Like, it's impossible for me to beat that at level 1. And I know he's supposed to be adding level scaling, but clearly he has not done that yet. So... And I might need to actually randomize another ISO, because if that's the case, if it overwritten all the Gimmerds with Queen Bee, there is no way I can progress. I already lost immediately. So we're gonna get through this, and we're gonna reload the save, because I did save it, so... That's hilarious. That is very hilarious. Oops. I'm so used to playing the X. Look, this is an Xbox controller. I don't know why I keep doing that. But immediately, that's hilarious. So we're gonna do this again. Oh, shut up, Windows Security. Sorry if you heard a beep. So let's try this again. If my suspicions is that Gimmerd got overwritten with Queen Bee. If that's the case, like I said, I'm just gonna have to remake a randomized round because there's no way I can progress with that. And if I get that seed again, well, I'm gonna have to make another one. I do love that a randomizer for this game exists now, because this is something I've been wanting, and I don't have, like, the knowledge to do this myself. I tried running this game through Ghidra. I can't figure it out. I don't know if I've got the plugin for PlayStation, like, the assembly, MIPS, some assembly language that's for PlayStation games. I couldn't figure out how to get that to work on my installed Ghidra. So I tried to disassemble this, but I failed. So someone else is doing it, and kudos to them, because I definitely want to help with that project if I can. But it kind of helps to know the assembly language too, which I'm not familiar with it. I know ZAD and 68K. But also, yeah, this cutscene's unskippable, so I gotta see it again. But, like I said, my suspicion is that Gimmerd is overwritten by Queen Bee. And if Gimmerd was overwritten by Queen Bee, every Gimmerd is a Queen Bee. Impossible. I found that hilarious. So immediately, it's the Queen Bee. It's... And I thought level scaling was implemented, but yeah, apparently. That means, well, no, I think he's only got a program to where it can only spawn enemies from that map. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to remake it around, because this is impossible to beat. That's hilarious. So, give me a moment. I'm gonna have to make a new ROM. So, give me a moment here. I'm gonna go to that website, make a new ROM, because this one's unplayable. I can't beat it. I can't progress from here. So let me go to my description for a moment here. I should have made multiple ROMs. I wasn't thinking about that. And I did, but I didn't get both the Q and the ISO image, the binary thing, binary ROM. Because you need a .bin and a .q. The Q is basically like the way that the PlayStation loads in certain tracks. In this case, it would be data tracks. So let me make another one. So monster drops. I'm gonna go ahead and randomize that. So yeah, so with the random encounters, you get the option to either shuffle or random. I'm not displaying all the options here. I didn't want to switch over from OBS to the browser, so I'm just gonna describe it. So you got shuffle and random. Shuffle within each scene's monsters, random within each scene's monsters. I guess because I picked random, that it's picking every single possible monster. So that's Queen Bee, that's Bee, that's Slime, that's Gimmered, and that's Gabu Gabu or Gobu Gobu. I think it's pronounced Gobu Gobu. So I think we're gonna do it random again. Treasure chest, shuffle, random, everything. I don't want to do town shops, not steal items, like casino prices, arts button combos. You must have added some new stuff. We're gonna leave that alone. Doors and exits, I'm gonna leave that alone. Door connectivity, bi-directional, return the way you came. That's default. So we're gonna keep all those the same. Starting items, we are gonna change that to 5 random items again. And I'm just gonna go ahead and hit patch and download. We're not gonna look at the items that it spawned because it does show you what items those random the 5 healing leaves get changed into, so we're not gonna do that. Let's go ahead and reload this new ROM and hope that I can actually progress. So give me a moment here. And it sucks that I'm gonna have to now. Oh jeez. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to restart the game. I'm gonna have to restart a new save, so we're gonna have to go through the cutscenes and stuff again. That's my bad. I should have made multiple random ROMs, but I didn't. And, so yeah, now I know. Because literally that's impossible, because that battle is always triggered to be an ambushed battle, so there's no way of getting around that. So, yeah, because we hit continue, it's not gonna show up. Because this is a brand new ROM. It shouldn't show up. It might break things if it does. Yeah, see, it's a brand new ROM, so yeah, it's just like, you know, it's not gonna show up. Because it's also got a completely different name, so yeah. Well, that's fun. Anyway. Oh. Dang it, and now I'm pressing the wrong button. Hit the Xbox button, because I'm using an Xbox controller. Apparently it shows up the widgets. So I guess it's like hotkey for widgets on Windows 11. Because I don't know how well this will all work out in my Ubuntu installation. We're gonna do this again and hope that I don't get Queen Bee again. Because that ROM is literally impossible to beat unless if I put cheats in and be like super overpowered, and I don't want to do that because that's no fun. Where's the fun in that? I mean, it'll be cool to see what enemies, what items and stuff we can get, but there's no fun in being overleveled, overpowered, being invincible, you know? So we're gonna have to go through this again. I could put frame skip on, but we're just gonna deal with this because sometimes if you're doing a lot of processes or whatever in the back, RetroArch kind of struggles with frame skipping. Sorry about that. I talk with my hands, so and I just hit the tray that my keyboard and mic is on. But I had my computer set up in a different area when I was live streaming in the past. Now I have it set up in my bedroom. I am using a TV as a monitor. Alright, so we gotta do all this nonsense again. I'll be nice again, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure. I like how you can be rude to her. I think it's funny. So we don't need to talk to anyone. We're just gonna go here. I can't wait to see what items we got in this, but it sucks. You can't really progress if I cheat, and I don't want to cheat. Maybe later on I'll mess around with that ROM and I will use cheat codes just to see what other items and stuff we get, but for this stream, I'm gonna not cheat. But might have to. Because if I got Queen Bee again, yeah, what the heck, come on. And I know that Randomizer, he just released it, so there's still gonna be new things added to it. I have the soundtrack downloaded. Of course I do. Oh, sorry again. Hopefully we've got more reasonable enemies. Also, I guess that text always says healing leaf, although maybe it just says it by default and he has it. I don't know. Just seen a screenshot and he did change the when he was testing out the randomizer, it did show that was a different item. Okay, let's see what items we got. Well, we gotta hit attack first. And this is what happens when you try to, because he doesn't know it yet. We got magic fruit and we got 6 healing leaves. We got a door of wind, just 1. 3 guardian waters. 4 magic waters. That's pretty good. I mean, I feel like we got better stuff last time because we got healing fruit. Dang it! Yeah, we got better items last time. Oh well. Let's hope that we get better. Attack. Command. Somersault. You know that. Yep. And that's it. Fun fact, you get to fight Tetsu again later. I've never been able to beat him though. They don't allow you to summon enemies like Siguru in the village, and that's why I haven't been. Also, I still need to edit a challenge video I did for this game, because I did a no items in battle challenge like 3 years ago, and I still need to edit that video. It's a big video. And it was the first challenge video I ever made, so I really didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I haven't really made too many challenge videos. You'll just see I only got like 1 or 2 on the channel. I think only one at the moment. I have some filmed, I just haven't edited them. And we get to see Dead Juno again. With the sad music again. I really do love this music, though. This game's got an amazing soundtrack. Fun fact, and I think I brought this up in my Wild Arms stream. The battle theme for Wild Arms is in this game. There's a hidden sound test, and you can hear it. And the sound test is kind of broken in the English release because it's meant for like the original Japanese version. So it tries to load text that doesn't exist. Like the kanji gets broken because it doesn't exist in the English version. But, man. Fingers crossed that I get a better enemy. If not, I'm gonna have to see if I can mess around with cheats, I guess, because I wanted to get farther than just Rimmel. I literally have not made it far at all in the game. When I was a kid, I would do this, like, just walk, because it's a sad moment. I don't know. So we'll save. I pressed the X button so fast that I didn't even play the sound effect of me selecting an item or interacting with an item. That's funny. I really love this music. I'm gonna keep saying that. Okay, yes. Come on. Come on. Please give us something else, not Queen Bee. Because if it's Queen Bee again, I'm screwed again. Because that means all the Gimmerts were overwritten, like I said, with Queen Bee. So anytime I would run into a Gimmert, it'd actually be a Queen Bee. Bang! Falls off. And you know what? You can save it here. It's so eerie. There's no music, no sound, because, yeah, at this point, we're playing sound effect, don't we? Forgot you can save it there. Yeah, look how many puny humans survive. And he teleports and then arrives in Rimmel out of nowhere. Tetsu gets knocked out. And then we see Mr. Juggernaut. His name is Juggernaut. For the third time this stream, we see Juggernaut. Yay! We've seen the wall of Rimmel get destroyed 3 times now. Third time might be the charm, though. We might get an enemy we can actually defeat. And I just realized I could have used some of the items I got now. So if I got a bad seed, let's see, I might be able to use some of the items to help. I don't know. I doubt that. I don't know how much it'll help. Let's see. Okay, green slime. That's a lot better. All the Gimmerts are going to be green slimes now. So where are the green slimes going to be? Let's see. Finally, we can make progress. And it's nice when these guys divide, because then we can get more experience. And I need to change something. Slash kick. Divide? Yes, more experience. Let's go. It's so nasty sound. It's like... covers some. It's not all. And sometimes I'll divide again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the list. Yeah, I know that's. It's like. Alright. And with that, I believe we get more experience than what we would have typically gotten with a Gimmer. But there we go, we're making progress, finally. So let's take a look at our items. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. We got healing leaves, we do have guardian waters, and we got magic waters. So I'm just going to use the 2 guardian waters. We are going to save it. Because I don't know what the green slimes are. And I don't know what Gobu Gobu is. Because we know that Gimmerd is now green slime. So let's see how this is going to go. Let's see. Okay, so it's another green slime. So this probably would have been a Gimmer. Can't remember if that's one of his. It is. We got better defense because of the guardian. I think it's neat that he even made it to where you can randomize the move lists, like the command lists, between your 3. Spoiler alert, there's 3 characters. Yes, I am gonna do this. There's a reason I'm doing this, because you get an item from her. And when I was a kid, I didn't realize you were supposed to, like, select the right things to get the item, so I messed up. And, missed out on Maya's pendant. That's what you get from this. Because she gives you the hunting clothes, and then she gives you Maya's pendant, which increases your HP by, like, 10%. But yes, we're making progress. Okay. So now, I do want to save it. Because I just did that, and I don't want to, you know, get knocked out by a queen bee again. But yeah, I'm gonna have to just mess around with cheats in the other random realm. Go. Yeah, I'm gonna know if you get auto sometimes randomly. Get a new Went up below. But I got another idea for a challenge video for this game. I want to see what the lowest possible level you could beat the game at. Because usually by the time I'm at the end of the game, I'm at like level 31. Yeah, see, every Gimmer is a green slime. Let's do auto. I usually don't use that. I usually have auto off and I just have command. get Gimmer. We might have to wait to get Gimmer. Because that is another thing. Typically, I like to get Gimmered before I end this part of the game. Maybe there was. Huh. Talk to this pathetic man. I wonder where we're gonna go. I already know. Okay, there's the American. So it looks like I just swapped the 3 around, which is fine, because I didn't want to run into the Queen Bee. Obviously, I can't get Gimmered right now. Let's do auto. Excuse me. Drink. I will get an arts list up. So let me do that. Get that on my phone. Or I'm immature and I would say fart list when I was a kid. So let's see. Let's get this art list up. Legend of Legaia.net. Found right up on the charging scorch. Actually, since I did 4. Oh, 5, that's right. I need heal. And we can't get Gimmered yet because we don't have our roster. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just hit the tray with my controller on accident. Almost went to the wrong building. As long as you don't have the roster room, you can keep being healed like sister. Just FYI, every play this game. And typically what I do is, when I'm at level 3, I typically will progress. Typically. Sometimes level 4. Oh yeah, I still need to mess with the settings on the game. Ah boy, my phone fell asleep. Yeah, because it can fall asleep. I don't know if I did that one. Nope, I didn't. Because all I go. It's funny. 2 games when I was a kid that I heard yes ha and Legend of Legaia and Digimon World. Because my best friend, he had Digimon World, the first one. I had 3. I have 2 and 3 now. I also like to get Gimmered before I leave the area as well. Oh, my phone is so picky. Let's see. button. I think it's because I've been playing Doom, and that's the action button. I got it. Oh, blocked her attack. Slash. When I was a kid, I would mimic his moves all the time. I really love this game, and I'm autistic. Yeah, no. Okay, let's do some more 3. Power punch. Left, down. That's what I usually do. Alright, what else? You got Turkey Squooch. No we don't. Let's go with that. Alright. That'd be hilarious if I get like the evil medallion like at the beginning of the game. Basically that puts you in a berserk state. Get our roster now. Also, there's like a manga that goes with this game, and I think Meta's actually a girl. I think Ozma might be the only roster that's out of the 3 main characters as a dude. I have sound effects in this too. Get our roster. Well, so now we gotta assemble everyone, and everyone's gonna judge me for having a roster. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, you have a Saru! How dare you!" So we do need to find a Gimmery. Usually it's a lot easier because Gimmers you can see in the old one. Those are now green slimes. So Hurricane. See, I'm so used to that. You fart. Wow. Sometimes I would when I was a kid I would call him Gaboob. And I was gonna say sometimes they steal items from you. Little thieves. It has been a bit saved, so we're gonna go ahead and save. You know, I should probably have people on live, but... very close going up a level. Just need 50 more experience points. And so now, we can't heal. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You could do that. Well, definitely gotta load the save, because I forgot you can go to your dad or go to the village elder. And when I was a kid, I didn't know you can go to your father. I thought you could just go to the village elder, so I would always do that. So I forgot you can go to your father. I did not mean to do this. I was gonna try to get Gimmered before we left, but I know you can get it in the next part of the game, Drake Castle. But you know what? We're gonna reload the save because I need that. I want to get that before I leave. And I also like to be at level 3 at the very least. So we're gonna do that. Thankfully, you can just load from the menu. So we want Gimmered. I'm pretty sure it's Gimmered. It could be Gimmered. I don't know. I always call it Gimmered. So we definitely want to get that before we leave. And there we go. There it is. So we can try to get it. Because this is not a count. This is a random. It's funny because another person extracted all the audio files from the disc, and I have that downloaded as well. Flash kick is my favorite. Dang it, we didn't get it, so we're gonna have to find another one. Oh yeah, there's another item. I forgot, there's an item in the, like the retirement home, I like to call it. It's got all the old people in it. I want to say the rest of those. That's funny that I got that. We need Gimmer. That'd be so much easier if it wasn't randomized. Because I would just have to click on the skimmers and you see, oh, like, they're gonna be green slimes. I did 13 damage. Yeah, I keep forgetting to turn the auto off. I usually don't have that set. And we went to level 3. But I still want to get Gimmered before we leave right now. So, still gonna try to get Gimmered. Like I said, I like to leave this area when I'm at like level 3 or 4. So. Oh yeah. Okay. Options. Always put command. It's just so much easier because I always do commands. I don't ever really do auto. When I was a kid, I did auto because I didn't know better. But once I got a little older, I'm like, oh yeah, I can just use commands. I'd rather do that. So we got Gimmer here. I love how our MP's at 49 now, and it shouldn't be that high, but it is. Because of the items we got. And we got it. Alright, so I'm gonna save. It's always a good idea to try and absorb power of the Saru that have elemental symbols by their names. They're basically the game's summon monster thingy, you know. Every RPG's got a summon. And this one is Saru. So technically, you kind of count this as a monster collecting RPG a little bit, because it's got some elements to it, but there's only a few monsters you can get. I think there's 30, 15, something like that. I don't know how many collectibles Sabrina you can get. And the neat thing is, the more you use it, like you just gotta keep using it. Just use it, and it'll go up a level. The highest level they can get is level 9. Very OP. Game. Yeah, I definitely want to do the challenge where I'm at the lowest level, but I'm not gonna do this in the randomizer because it's all randomized. As you can see, the first one, we ended up getting a bad seed, so... Yeah, it just makes it so much easier. If I would have known that as a kid that I needed to talk to my father, that would have been great. I didn't know that. So basically, you can continue the story now. Everyone's gathering around the Genesis tree. Sega Genesis tree. Oh, that's different. And then the tree will awaken. And when I was a kid, for some reason, anytime a Genesis tree would be revived, I would say, "Everybody rise!" Because it looks like it's like saying, like, "Everyone rise." I don't know, this is weird. For a split second, it always reminds me of a rabbit, too. All the Gimmer, aka the really green slimes, are being destroyed now. I just think it's so funny that it made the Gimmers freaking the queen bee in the first scene, so that was impossible without you. So I wonder if that means it'll randomize, like, the overworld enemies, because if you make it to a certain part in the overworld, the enemies change, and I'm assuming it's gonna do the same for the whole overworld area. But maybe it's sectored off in the game's code, and like I said, I don't know any technical things about the game. I just kind of guesstimate on some things just because of the fact that I know how the ROM hack. And I know programming to an extent, and how game logic works. I would assume that certain areas have the different monsters, so they're like different maps. I love this music. I don't know. They all get buried in the sea. But I can't wait for the dude to make the remake of this, because he's doing such a fantastic job. And this, like I said, this is my favorite RPG on PlayStation. So. Take a moment. Okay, gotta wait. Lies like, I wanna go with you. Going far, far away. don't want to tell your son that this guy died. It's early morning and now it's later on in the day. Ah, my, yes. Ah, her mother's possibly still alive, huh? We're not sure. He's not sure if she's still alive. That's why we're gonna keep her a secret. Just in case if she's dead. But let's go up to the retirement home. Because there are some items I didn't get. And it's a magic leaf, but it might actually be something else. Oh no, it is a magic leaf. I guess it doesn't change the items that you get in, like, the cupboards. See, this is a retirement home. Yep. Spoiler alert, if you end up going to level 99, you can actually get Juggernaut as a summon. Hunting clothes, hunter clothes, and then nice pen. That's a hidden item. Mind your own business. Another challenge I was in the process of making was I was gonna play through the game and get like no armor or weapons. That would be challenging too. Honestly, the no items in battle challenge was super easy, but I know this game like the back of my hand, so we're gonna save it, but then we're also gonna go back into Grimmel because we need to do some shopping, and there is a hidden item, and I wonder if that got changed. That's in a no, that's in a drawer. It's not in a chest. So I don't know if it'll be changed or not. So let's take a look. Because that magic leaf was still a magic leaf. So you gotta go in the store. And this point card, got me through the game. Because when I was a kid, I was struggling with one particular boss. Yep. That's all the same. But I would use a point card to defeat the boss. So when I did the no challenge, the no items battle challenge, that was something. And see, before we got Doors of Light, we got some really good items before. Now, I mean, some decent items. I could randomize the shop items too, but I didn't want to do that. Because can't... obviously, since he doesn't have the leveling system... Right the wrong way! Yeah. Obviously, since he doesn't have powder scaling enabled, I don't think I'd be able to afford any of the shop items. I have a feeling they'd still be super expensive. And I wouldn't be able to afford them, so... Let's see what enemies we run out in. Let's see what enemies we run into out here. Jeez. I am tired. Okay, we got ambushed by Gobble Gobble. That's fine. have better defense than we normally would at this point. Because the Guardian whatever's we got. Where's this game? That's the neat thing about this game is a lot of RPGs didn't do this at the time where it actually showing you the equipment your characters were equipped with in battle. And I was going to do that challenge, but I think I was also going to still be able to use accessories, just not weapons and items. Or weapons and armor. But, meh. I don't know. Huh. I will. Yes. Ooh, we got a metal ring. Yeah, so yeah, that raises AP. I think if that, I can't really recall what that does. I think it might. I don't think that decreases the amount of AP you need. So let's talk about it. King Drake. This is Drake Kingdom, by the way. So basically, he wants us to go through Drake Castle. So why don't we go do that, shall we? Save it again. I'm gonna save like crazy, by the way, just FYI. I've said this before in past live streams, I save like crazy, that's what I do. Long story short, I made it pretty far in Pokemon Blue when I was a kid, did not save for the longest time my Game Boy died, and I lost progress. Oh jeez, Gamboo already? I don't know about this one. Oh, he's still my only door of light. Yeah, this is a very strong enemy. And then he's still my door of win. Why are you stealing my doors? Stop stealing my doors. So you know an enemy is strong and it doesn't get knocked out by that. Oh boy. And we got my door of light. But we need to get my door of wind. My fart door, as I like to call them. Also, Gamer went up to level. I don't know if anyone's seen that. I use it again. You know, this Gobble Gobble is gonna be dead. Thank you for giving me my fart. Yeah, so we got a lot of experience from that. There's also options to enable like unused enemies too, which is pretty neat. Also, I think it's so cool that I already got a door of wind, but I don't want to use that yet. wasted my healing leaves. Cause see, like, I made it back just fine. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I can always buy more. Yeah, frog. Yeah, see, you're only really supposed to run into this guy when you go across the bridge. So yeah, take on strong enemies. That sounds like a bird. Oh, we're poisoned. They turn purple in this game. They're like blueberries. Or at least it might be blueberries. So that means the frogs are probably butterfly. I think they're called butterflies or killer fly or something like that. They're not even a fly. Ah, I love randomizers when you actually can defeat the enemies. It's funny. The worst thing I could possibly get was freaking Queen Bee replacing Gimmer, and that's exactly what happened. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, I usually like to just grind a little bit. Oh look, it's Gamboo and Gabu Gabu. Gaboob and Gaboob Gaboob. We got green boots. Then we got tan boots. Also, when I was a kid, for some reason, I didn't realize these guys were supposed to be goblins. I thought they were monkeys. I just remember. For some reason, I thought they were monkeys. They're still in my door farts now. You're still my door flight. My refrigerator. The fridge, you know, you open up the door and it's got the light in it. It's the door for light. It's a fridge. Door wind, door farts. We're close to going up to our level. Because we're taking on enemies we're not supposed to be taking on yet. We'll be getting a new character soon too. Hornet. Wonderful. Oh man, I should have saved. I don't know if I'll be able to beat this guy. Oh, I guess I did. That's fine. So hornets, they come with the queen bee. Normal. So that's why I got wary. But we took it down with the camera. Also, yes, as you can see, when your Saru go up a level, They do get different abilities. They do not work on bosses, just normal enemies. But with the randomizer now, this is good. I can actually grind here for once. And then make it, I mean, you always grind it, but it makes it a lot faster since the enemies are stronger. And I do need to get more healing needs before I go through Drake Castle, so yeah, that's gonna be Mr. Frog. Oh, we got poison. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. It's venom. And it's toxic. And then it decreases your health. That was close. I'm usually not at level 5 before I get the Drake Castle, or 2 Drake Castle. I usually go to level 5 when I'm in the castle. That's because we got different enemies we can fight. Stronger ones. So yes. Although I do need to get some healing leaves. 264. Need more. Brr. Something. Brr. Look at dodging my attacks. I don't know if you ever noticed, but in certain areas, if there's mist around, the music changes. The battle music does. I need to get Helen loose, but I really need more gold, so. Evil Fly, that's what it's called. So don't let it place them. Ah. But yeah, the evil flies are weak. They're originally supposed to be like the first enemy you run into immediately after getting out of the realm, so you can see it. I only got 38 experience, but it switched those two. I don't know what it switched it around with though, but it's something that would be over here. I need more health. Oh boy. Skimmered. Dead. Squash that horn. That horning squashed. So, I think I'm gonna end the live stream if I get tired. But definitely continue this randomizer. I think it was fun to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it and end the stream. But yeah, I need to work on more for you. So, anywho, if you want to mess around with the randomizer, the link is in the description below, and it's still being worked on, and he still needs to, you know, mess with the level power and whatever. I'm so tired I can barely talk, but obviously you can still run into enemies, and like you saw there, immediately lost to Queen Bee because there's nothing I can do. I'm at level 1, there's nothing I can do. But it's fun to mess around with this, and it's funny to see what items you get. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream. Be sure to check out gaminglatest.com. The forum link is in the description. And also check out altforums.forumspark.net. That's one of my forums. If you want to look for a place to talk to other people that's not the big ones like Discord or Reddit and stuff like that, we got alternatives that I talk about over there. I use Root, so that's a lot better than Discord. And there's other platforms we talk about over there as well. So, if you like this, be sure to look out for more live streams. I'm going to be uploading more, and I will mess around more with this randomizer and eventually get back to playing live. So, I will see you possibly next weekend, not sure yet, but hopefully I'll be uploading some new videos. Take care.